Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. Um. Oh well. Let's just. Sorry, my laptop telling me I have like a 6 terabytes, and I'm all like, "That's not. That's a good thing. That's really good. Holy shit! Holy fuck! That's a lot of fucking bytes. But anyways, Kate. Well, yeah, Keith. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, getting distracted right now. But I want to talk about um the gaming industry. Obviously, the gaming industry right now is changing. For a lot of people say it's getting worse. It's not. I've made this video before. It's actually getting better. We're going through a renaissance of gaming. We are, and a lot of people are not noticing this right now. Um, but that's the thing. It depends what type of renaissance you want to be a part of. You are the co-creator of your reality. I'm sorry, I'm going to say that right now. If you don't believe that, I don't know what to tell you. You're just going to be lost and be part of something that you don't want to be a part of. That's why I say you're the co-creator of your reality. If you don't want to be in a certain place, then guess what? You won't be there because you said no to that. It's a vibration. You guys got to understand that. We're in 2013. I mean, 2013. We're in 2023, and we need to you know, literally be in tune, literally to the planet. Seriously. But again, I'm not getting into that. I just want to say that because we need to, because what's happening with gaming is going to be fucking beautiful. Now there is a side to it that is fucked up and scary, if it could happen, but I don't see it happen because the hardcore gamers know what's going to happen if the gaming industry dies. Who rises up from that? We do. The indies, the people that are getting into gaming, like the people that are making their games in RPG Maker that are actually, I don't know, good, and they put their heart and soul into it instead of just making it and selling it and it's shit just to get a buck. Those type of people will rise from the ashes and make the gaming industry what it should be. But that's up to the game developers and all these gaming companies. Do you guys want to die off and have us pick up your shit? Do you want that? Because I guarantee you, any freaking rich motherfucker is going to be like, oh, hell no. Then buck the fuck up. Buck up. And also, when it comes to these developers, too, they would take that shit, too. You don't think they won't do it and hire newcomers to teach them their ways and everything like that? Of course. And then when it comes to the bad side of it, there is the metaverse type shit. No. I'm saying that right now. No, no, no. Because if you don't know what they're trying to do with that, then you're blind. You're the blindest person than a blind person. A blind person would know what the fuck they're doing. Come on, guys. They want you to wear a headset and play a game in a headset. Have you ever and be like Ready Player One, basically? Sounds cool, sounds awesome, but if you're not in tune and spiritual for yourself, if you don't know thyself, or if you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen with that shit, then you're stuck. You're stuck and you will never get out of there. Alright? That's what the metaverse is going to be about. I'm sorry. I'm dead serious. Okay? Some people want to be like, oh, yeah, that's fantasy and shit. How's that fantasy when already AI, from what we hear right now, is trying to freaking, as we can all hear from the writer strike and stuff in Hollywood, that these Hollywood companies want to use AI and forget about these actors and writers. Now, obviously, there's more to that, especially spiritually. I'll say this right now: the whole writer strike and stuff like that, that's actually bullshit, and it's actually not really a thing. If they say that because there's something actually bigger that's happening to Hollywood, mainly because Hollywood's no more. I'm being real with you right now. I gotta be honest with you. I'm really in tune and very like I just know a lot of things than some people, and I know there's brothers and sisters out there that literally feel the same way that I do, and they don't tell people because they get criticized, and they be like, "Oh, you're crazy" or some shit. But look at all my previous videos that I've made about gaming, and then come back to this video and tell me that I still was not wrong with some of the shit that I point out. Look at the stuff that I pointed out with Square Enix. I literally said Final Fantasy 16 was failed, and it failed. It failed. It failed. And I know some people might be like, oh, it did not fail. I like it. It was a good game. It got an 88. Guys, like I said before in my previous videos, they want 90s. They want 90s. And also, as you can see in other YouTube videos that are talking about how Final Fantasy is with Square Enix, 9 in America, I found this out a few days ago. And I made a video about it showing the how many percentage of how much Final Fantasy has dropped in America. 79%. The player base for Final Fantasy 16 has fallen 79%. Square Enix, I want you to be worried for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, because I think all the shit that I've been saying and other people have been saying with Final Fantasy 7 Remake and all that stuff, I think it's finally came to a bowling point that people are like, yeah, I'm not buying this Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy 7. I'm not buying this shit. I'm not. I'm actually seeing through the bullshit because I'm actually playing the original Final Fantasy 7 and I'm looking at that. Yeah, the graphics are this, but I'm looking at this and I'm just like, what the fuck happened here? And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. And I'm the only one apparently that sees this shit, you know? And I know I'm not the only one, but still, you know when you feel that way? This is why I mentioned gaming is changing. Mainly because shit like this, people are noticing it. Why are they noticing it? Is because it's ending. We need to notice it now so we can actually change gaming. Alright? And some of the stuff with gaming and stuff like that, the stories that that they tell, are not original stories. I hope you know that. Some of these stories have been told for countless and thousands and millennium. Okay? It has. And you and I know this. Seriously. We all know that these old stories and books and video games and movies are old as hell. They're just taking what was already there. And most people are like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm looking at those people, I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean what I mean? You mean to tell me from past civilizations that they didn't grab their tablets and freaking use them for movies and video games and books? Come on, don't be that stupid. They took those opportunities to do it. And to be quite honest, they weren't supposed to do that. They're not supposed to do that at all. They're not. Because they're telling somebody's story and then probably changing it just to suit their needs or put someone else's face on it basically to suit somebody else's needs. And it's like, that's not how that person looked like, or that's not how everyone else looked like. Why you technically, you know how people say whitewashing? It's like that. But I'm not talking to, it's kind of like that, but not like that. And most people want to criticize it, but that's what it was. That is what it was. That's what it is. And a lot of game developers know this. A lot of game developers know this and understand and understand this because they know what they have to grab to make these games. And yes, most people are like, well, what about these stories that are shit and stuff like that? They're making it their own. They're not taking it from these tablets anymore. Since they're making their own stories, they suck at making their own stories, right? There's not. People, this is what I've noticed, and a lot of people haven't noticed this. I've been noticing this for like, actually probably 2 or 3 years now. That these people are like this. That's the way it is. It is. Actually, not 2 or 3 years. That's a lie. That's like probably, I'll say, I don't want to count. It's just been that long. It's just, I can't really remember. Because I know it's not 3 years. But it was something that you guys didn't notice. There was that all of a sudden, these shits started being shit, the writing and everything like that. For what? Because they started writing it. And most people are like, but what about all these people that have wrote movies and all that stuff, Steven Spielberg and all that shit? I'm like, you mean to tell me that that these people never went to other civilizations and grabbed their ideas and put it in their own movies? You mean to tell me they didn't do that? You mean to tell me they never did that? You mean to tell me that if you're in Hollywood, you're not going to research for shit if you're making a movie? Oh, call me stupid, but I think Disney does that with some of their movies. You be dumb if you don't do that. Because that's how you get your creativity. That's how you get your spark. And that's how you get things and you put things on screen, books and video games, and people start getting what do you think we have Star Wars? All of that stuff you see in Star Wars, and I know this is about gaming, but hey, Star Wars, they made it into a video game. All the stuff you see in Star Wars in the video games. It's all there. And that's what I'm talking about. Gaming, the gaming industry is changing to the point that they can't hide. They can't hide a lot of things anymore. And they have to be creative. They need to be, what is it? There's not competition also. They don't want no competition. They don't want no competition. Look, I'm not a big fan of cloud gaming, I say that right now. But if we can get competition from Apple and Google, then yeah. And I don't mind Google and Apple not being a part of gaming. I'm just over here like, don't make it into a cloud gaming shit. But they're gonna do it anyways because that's sorry, they want to put the games in the cloud. They don't want anything physical anymore. You know? You know? And then when you really think about it, oh honestly, if you really, really think about it, hey, it takes a lot of, you know, big spaces out. And everyone knows that just by literally the flip cards that you put in and the USBs and shit like that. It's like that. But the only thing is, it's in the space area that no one cannot grab and no one cannot access, mainly because they put it somewhere up there that people have locked it down, and you need to pay for a subscription, a service for. Sorry, my words. And people don't want that. People don't want that. I've been noticing, and most people are like, how do you know they don't want that? Look at the streaming services. No one doesn't want to pay no streaming service. No one doesn't want to watch ads anymore either. It's 2023. Everything, to be quite honest, food, everything should have been for free. It's 2023. It's come to that point. And if you guys haven't noticed that in the world spectrum and not just gaming in general, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just using gaming as an example, mainly because gaming is changing, mainly because the world around it is changing. And I made a whole video talking about it. The reason I'm talking about it, technically, you could say this is a sequel to that video, but the reason I'm talking about it again is because it's so important now than ever that if you do not pay attention to what's going on, there's a reason why the whole writer strike happened. It is your opportunity to make fucking content. It's your opportunity to do it. Why do you think I'm making like my little video game? Like I said, it might not probably, it might not sell it or anything like that. But guess what? Guess what I've been finding out? Some people have been trying to figure out how to get their RPG Maker Fez digitally, so they can give it to people, so they can play it. The fact that the fact that they can try to figure that out, just try to do it, tells me technology is just imagination now. It is. It's pure imagination. What? Like, the only thing that limits it is you. The only thing that limits it is yourself. You know? And that's the point that we at with gaming. And that's the point that we're at with literally society in general. But that's a whole different story. With gaming, people are going to look at, like, there's so many things when people talk shit about, like, what is it, the retro games. And I'm always here like, what's wrong with you guys? And it's funny too that that whole was it Battle Gears or some shit? That game that recently came out or something, Battle Gears 3 or some shit. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, and if you're a fan, don't kill me. I'm sorry. But that game, right? That game right there, when it was talked about, right? And this game came out 3 years ago, right? Wouldn't we consider that nostalgia? Or do we need to wait 10 years or 5 years for it to be nostalgia? Eh, I don't know. I think that's up to the viewer. For me, I'll say 5 to 10 years. To me, to me. But I know some people might probably. I don't know. Again, it's just the person. I'm not gonna front about it because it's like with everything. It's like what Nostalgia Critic said too a long time ago. It's like, um, it's like when he reviewed like movies that have already come out. It's like, hey, but technically, if you watch the movie, it's already become nostalgic. because it's just the internet age now, and he's not wrong. That was a good quote from Doug Walker when he said that in his comeback video of Nostalgia Critic years ago. But I remember watching that, and that was a good quote because I was looking at that. I'm like, huh, that's not too bad of what he's saying, because it is true. It goes a lot with gaming. It does. It definitely goes a lot with gaming, mainly because video games have become such a form that people just want to tell their own fucking goddamn story, man. People just want to get their juices out there, and the thing is, it's like writing a novel and writing for a movie, and it's like doing anything, man. It's like writing anything that you're being creative with, because if you can make characters that people care about, then you got something. Okay, if you have a villain, not just people care about, but people be like, I want to see more of this villain, just because I want to see his comeuppance and it's funny, or to see him what he does more, and then or when he meets the hero and you know shit's gonna get out of hand because you don't know how the hero's gonna take it, because we all know how the villain is, it's always been that way. Have you ever noticed that? Everyone knows how the villain is, but when we look at the hero, everyone's just like, what are you gonna do? Who are you? You know, because you look at them sometimes as yourself. That's how it is with games. You always look at your own self. Look for all right, a good example is Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest you play as yourself, right? And then you go on along in Dragon Quest One, and you're getting your ass kicked sometimes, and you literally fighting one enemies because you only fight one enemies in Dragon Quest One. You don't fight double enemies or anything like that. That would have been crazy. I think the game would have been even harder if they added two, you know, two monsters on the screen. But in Dragon Quest One, when you leveled up, it felt accomplished. You felt accomplished. It felt such a progressing, and yes, it probably goes up to grinding also. But the thing is, it was also a storytelling type of thing. When you actually level grind to what you wanted to level, you you were satisfied, and you knew that your character grew because you grew them all. And since it was a silent protagonist, it was you. That's why a lot of people point out. That's why people don't mind the silent protagonist in movies. I mean, in video games, and I don't mind them either. And some people say, "Oh, they're outdated. They should not be no more." I'm so happy those people are literally shutting this fuck up and being quiet. Seriously, the reason I say that is because there's a reason why there's silent protagonists in video games, man. Sometimes there's silent protagonists in movies. There's not a lot of them, but there's some of them. All right, and and the thing is too, when you have a silent protagonist, like I said, you could put yourself there. And if you could change the gender, that's even more of you putting yourself there. And if you can customize it more with it, that's even better. I mean, look at Cyberpunk. Now, I'm sure Cyberpunk has a talking character, but if your character was silent, and probably did a couple of things that, you picked, and, you talk to someone that says what you want, then you pick it, and they talk, basically. They don't physically talk, but the game just is like, you did, it's like, oh, you want that potion? Cool. It's like, for example. So, these developers, or these higher, not developers, these high-end gaming companies need to know that this stuff that's happening to gaming right now is for the beneficial, but with the stuff that's happening to their company right now, look at Square Enix right now. I want to say this right now. We haven't heard anything from Rockstar right now, at least from what I've been trying to, at least from what I've been seeing. I think, like, there's a lot of companies around here that are staying quiet. All right, have you noticed that? There is a lot of gaming companies that are staying quiet, mainly because they're seeing a lot of shit that's happening to the industry, and also what's happening with Final Fantasy 16 and Square Enix, to be quite honest with you. All eyes are on Square Enix, and Square does not want that. They don't. They don't need that type of fucking eyes on them right now. They don't, but they do, and it's their fucking fault. It's their fault. It is. It is their fault. Look again. A good example was literally GTA trilogy. They still quiet about that shit. Some people might say, "Oh, it's better than what it was, but it's still glitchy and all that." It doesn't matter. The shit's done. You know? And then the new Red Dead would come out, and it's probably gonna be $80 or $60. Why? 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 Make that shit at least $25 or 30, the most 40, the most 40. Put more, fuck off. I'm dead serious. That's the same thing when I'm telling Nintendo about the Super Mario RPG, Super Mario RPG. Please don't make that $80 or $60. That's a game that came out in 1996. I say 93, but it came out in 96. But come on, man. That game came out late in its life, late in the Super Nintendo's lifespan. Because by '96, the PlayStation 2 was already out. Nintendo was lacking behind, to be quite honest, on that era. I remember that PlayStation was just like, we caught that shit. It's business, and they got it right. They got it good, and they got it right. Seriously, and they got a lot of fucking devs to go to their side, and it's their fault that they didn't bought them. They were just like, oh, we could have bought you, but we decided not to. And now the situation is here right now. Now there's other companies that are buying other companies. You know, and there's other people out here that are not buying companies or acting like everything's fine. No, it's not. No, it's not. And then they're seeing the returns of these games, and they're asking themselves, why? What are we doing wrong? Easy. You catering, like I said before, you catering to people that don't care. Look, as gamers, as hardcore gamers, I want to say this right now. As hardcore gamers, we know what we want in our games. Alright? We do. We want the fun factor, the creative factor, the stuff that you could, evolve with gaming and stuff like that. I remember when you put stuff in gaming, people were like, yo, this is evolution. This is, revolution in gaming right here. And this is probably changes a lot of stuff around here, you know? And some games, when they do that, they don't get recognized at all until another game does it and it becomes more successful for some reason. I don't know. I would never get that. Most likely, it's probably the marketing team and shit like that. That'd be like, oh, that should not be a thing. And then someone sees its potential, and then they make it, and it becomes big, and you wonder what the fuck just happened here. Should I sue? For example. But um, there's just something that this is something that hits a core with us, with the hardcore gamers, making sure that these games, that not just games in general, just a feature of gaming is good. Seriously, you know how I know this is part of. I know some people are going to think that this is crazy, but hey, they're going to make a metaverse. All right, of you being a headset and you being in real world like Ready Player One. All right, they made a movie about it, and I say that shit could be real. And there was some people saying that I was an idiot. That you're too coked up. Oh, seek some help. Now, look at it now. We're all those people, by the way. Yeah, nowhere to be found because they fall off like a ditch, like that, like I said they would. All right, seriously. People have no idea what kind of ambition that I will have uh, when they think I'm wrong. When I can literally see it, I'm not right all the time, but when I know I can see it, it's like, guys, no, it's right here. All right? Seriously, I'm not perfect or anything like that. No one is. But Christ, Jesus, fuck. Like, what the fuck? The stuff that other gamers, not even gamers, the the non gamers, I think they're gamers that think that that games should be, I don't know at this point, because I'm looking at the gaming industry. It's changing for the better. And then you have all these motherfuckers freaking the fuck out, and I'm over here like, why are you freaking out? Oh, that's right, you're not a true gamer. I forgot because they were catering to your sorry ass, and it has come to the point that no one doesn't care. That's what happens when things come to a boiling point. That's what happens, guys. When people be like, "Oh, why is it just like this all of a sudden?" I'm like, because it's rapidly increasing, and eventually it's gonna tip over, and we all gonna see it. Just like what happened in the pandemic, and all of us were like, "That." Well, not me. I wasn't like that, but a lot of people were. Sorry about that, viewers. My controller fell. That's the only thing that fell. This. Make sure I don't hit that again. But seriously, that's just a good example. I just like to use a lot of good examples around here, man. Mainly because if we don't go off by examples around here, how the fuck we're going to learn here? How the fuck we're going to learn? How the fuck we're going to learn? Look at that. I have freaking Ted, Kenny, Cartman. You even see like what is it? Cuphead and Mugman there. You know, it got them Michael Myers, and then Jason Paul. I mean Jason. Yeah. You got Michael Myers and Batman there, and that white case right there. No, I was doing that right there. That white case right there. If you know where that movie is, then you deserve a cookie. I'm not gonna say it, but if you do know, then you deserve a cookie. I just want to mention that. And yeah, I got Mario right there. Right there. Need to have Mario. Oh yeah, I forgot. Without Mario, how can you not have? Oh wait, you don't even see that. Have Mario, Donkey Kong, obviously the devil from Cuphead, and I got Chucky right there. All the way over there. So, for anyone that wants to, I don't know, see my shit. And a dragon that I have right there. And that little thing. That's pretty cool. That sparkling and all that shit, but it doesn't matter. You guys don't care for that. But, I'll just say that for anyone that's just like looking at my shit. Because a lot of people could tell a lot of people could tell about your personality just by the shit that you have in your room. Some people make fun of your shit that you have in your room. Not everybody, but just immature people. Immature people that be like, "Oh, why you have that Kingdom Hearts poster in your room?" And it's just like, "Oh, I can't take you seriously." And it's just like, "Are you serious? But for a poster? But for you in your time, I need to have a fucking goddamn woman naked, right? Right? Of course, duh, because you lived in that era. I was born in an era that I could just post, literally put video game posters on my wall. Oh, have you ever had a woman poster? Why would I have a woman poster if I can get a woman pillow? Idiots. I know some party was gonna be like, "What? Yeah, see, I'm thinking ahead of you. You want to look at it, but I want to snuggle with it." Yo, these people are going to be on the internet and be like, "What?" Hey, you want you? Hey, we all were trying to, trying to have fun here at the end of the day, So if you take it too seriously, something's wrong with you. Seriously, man, it's a thing. It's the same thing right now with gaming. Gaming is changing right now for the better, and it's so many people, not all of you, but the small people know. They're like, yeah, this should happen. It has to happen, man. We need to. The most reason why I'm making this video is because we as hardcore gamers have to fucking speak up because all of these fucking not casuals. All these people that think they're gamers and they're not fucking gamers, they want to fucking suck the dick of all these fucking developers and shit like that. And then when the game doesn't fucking be successful, they want to complain, fucking rant, fucking be like, people, what's it called? Hold on, what's it called? Oh, people are destroying Final Fantasy, so it's not selling or some shit like that. And I'm like, are you making excuses? Is it because? Or is it because? Is it because the facts are actually showing in your face and you don't like it? Which one is it? Because it's never in between. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Seriously. I know there's some moments that you can, and when there's other stuff in the world, but when it comes to bullshit like that, I'm like, you can't have your cake and eat it too with that. All of that is all bullshit and corrupted, and no one doesn't want it. Yet people over here are like, yeah, let's get this game. For what? For what? Oh, that's the thing. I just saw a YouTube video that this guy was so fucking smart, because this guy literally said that all of you guys just want to get these games when it first comes out because it's trendy. It's the thing to do to get the latest shit. And it's true. You want to get the latest shit. And I'm over here like, guys, do you have the money for it? Well, why do you worry? Why do you care? Because you shouldn't be looking at a fucking $60 and $70 or $80 game if you haven't beaten another game. That's the way I fucking grew up, motherfucker. Alright? Seriously, you think my parents gave me another fucking $80, $60 game if I didn't beat another one? The fuck's wrong with you? And not even that. If your parents didn't want to spend it more, then why would you? What, your parents were stupid? Is that what you're telling me? Are they stupid? Are they outdated? Or are you just going to tell them, oh, it's just nostalgia? Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? I definitely want to hear this one. I really do. Which one is it? I really want to hear what the fuck these trolls have to say. Because what is it? What is it? Come on, man. This gaming stuff. This stuff that you guys are talking about of just hyping up games that don't need to be hyped because people see through the bullshit and people don't want it, and then when it doesn't sell well, you want to cry. You need to stop that shit. Alright? There was literally a brother making fun of the fact that if not, this has to be war. And I'm like, for real? At this point, I hope not. And it's not war of like, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like speaking your voice out more and more and more to make sure the bullshit people get squashed down. That's what we're talking about. And look, in the mean of things, in the whole skeptic, in the whole spectrum of all things, does it really matter? No, it doesn't. But you know what? If it doesn't matter, then obviously then gaming is going to be gone forever. Some people say gaming is dead, but if it is dead, why the fuck is still games out here? Don't be an idiot. Come on, man. Come on. I get it. The creativity of gaming is dead. That's fine. But don't say gaming is dead when fucking games are coming out like fucking candy now. I'm dead serious. And that's a good thing for gaming. It's just that AAA games, no one doesn't care for it anymore, man. No one doesn't care for it. Because it's not being creative. It's not doing new things like you see these indie games doing. Right now, the indie games are going to thrive, man. Seriously. And the retro stuff is going to thrive too. Why do you think some of these companies like Nintendo hate the fact that you can play Super Smash Bros. Melee? They don't want you to play that. They literally are like, why are you going to play that crap if you literally play the new Smash Bros. Ultimate? That's the mindset that they have. That's how Square Enix is too. Why would you play Final Fantasy 10 or 9 when you could just play the latest one? And most people are like, but why did they remaster it? You see? Hypocrites. Like that. I'm not saying you are hypocrites. I'm saying the gaming companies. You see, you hear that, and that's a hypocrite move. That's a bullshit move. Come on, man. You're relying on these old games because you know that your new shit, no one doesn't care for, man. And if people do care for it, it doesn't make much as money. You get salty, and you're like, forget it. We're not doing this anymore. And I'm over here like, it's your fault for having high standards. Sometimes. You don't have it all the time, but sometimes you have a fucking thick skull thinking that you're going to make Hollywood money. And I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. What budget you have, you dumb motherfucker? It's all about how much you had with your budget. You dumb bitch. You never count that. These developers never, not developers, these high company people never count that. Why? Because they're so fucking dumb. Because they want fucking money in their pockets so they can have a fucking yacht like the CEO of Disney. Seriously. And retire and let someone else fucking deal with their problems. No, we're not dealing with that shit anymore. Nah, hell no. I know I'm not dealing with that shit. Are you dealing with that shit? Do you want to live that life? Go ahead, but I'm not. Like I say, I'm the co-creator of my reality. You are the co-creator of your reality. And I say bullshit on that. Because I'm not taking that shit. I'm not. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'm just not doing it. Okay? I don't want. Look, I want new people to play these old games and new games that are coming out. But if we're gonna get a section of gamers, quote unquote, that are trying to push a narrative, then and they're getting their voices heard more than anybody else, what do you think is gonna happen to gaming? We're gonna go tiptoe. No, we're not. We're not. We're not. We're gonna go to welcome to hell, bitch. Seriously, seriously. While literally, I'm on the floor and and everyone's getting pushed out of hell by Satan, and I'm over here like, hey, we warned them, and Satan is like, I know, right? But these people go first, and I'll be like, hell yeah! Here, hold on. I help you. Fucking for real, man. Come on, man. Like, for real. And someone's going to be upset that I say Satan. Satan means adversary, by the way. Know your words. Know what words mean in other languages también. That's a little knowledge from me, because if you don't know that, or you can't figure that out, I don't know, man. Like, you just gotta know your history, man. You have to. That's what makes you dangerous to some people, and people don't like that. But you should be dangerous. You should be smart. You should be. You have to be smart. If you're not smart, huh? Huh? I don't want to. I don't know, man. How do I explain that? I mean, I could probably say something, but from what I'm thinking of, or not even thinking of, I can't even think of anything, man, because there's nothing to. There's just no words. It's just so like brain dead stupid. You know? I don't know. I don't know. Because a lot of these wannabe gamers have all these look at me. I have a lot of things, but you don't see a lot of shit that you see a lot of like quote unquote some YouTubers have. Hire YouTubers for some fucking reason why they have millions of fucking subs for no reason. How they had millions of subs? Seriously. These people came out on the limelight like literally what? Not that long. And all of a sudden some of these people got millions of subscribers? Come on, man. It's a stage. It's a stage. It's a stage. And some of these motherfuckers are getting paid by gaming companies to talk about some of their stuff, to talk about some news and shit like that. You don't think that's a thing? Of course it's a thing. It's been a thing for a while. For quite a while. People tend to forget that. Sorry, I'm itchy. I'm just using this. This little wood here. But yeah, it's true though. It's been like that for quite a while. And I don't know why people haven't noticed it. Alright, maybe you have, and that's fine. And if you haven't said anything, that's fine too, and because people have lives and stuff like that. But if you have noticed, you should be like, damn, yeah, this shit sucks. And it does. Because the reason it sucks is because if these people get what they want, guarantee you gaming will be dead. It will be. It will be dead. And we're going to be wondering why the fuck we didn't fight back or speak up. I'm glad I have a YouTube channel because I've been telling people for years, even my own family members, to speak up. And when they don't speak up, I sometimes I lose all hope on people. Sometimes like that because I look at them and I sometimes I want to be like, why? Because the fact that you lose all hopes tells me that you want to die. Like you don't want to fight back. Imagine you going to a war and they send you out there and you just drop your gun and you kneel down like that and crying. I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? You idiot! If that's not the perfect example, I don't know what is. You can't. These people can't be this stupid, but they are. And then you have other people that look at their videos and act like the same way because they want to jump on that bandwagon, even though that thing has been fucked a lot. That thing is basically a whore at this point. And she doesn't want to be fucked anymore because she's just saying stop. While all of you guys just want it. Wow, everyone, like boy and girl, want it. All these fucking wannabe gamers and stuff like that. For real. For real. Seriously, you look, if you disagree with me or hate me or something like that, that is fine. I don't care. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot of just crazy stuff that gaming is going through that some people are afraid of, which shows their true colors. And at first when I was looking at all of this stuff, I was just like, okay, this is actually not bad because this is supposed to change. Things are supposed to change for gaming. Because the thing is, guys, we've been stagnated for such a long time with gaming. Nothing changed during the PS4 era. Nothing moved forward. We stood stagnant. PS1, move forward. PS2, move forward. PS3, move forward. PS4. Uh, uh, it's like it wants to go, but at the same time wants to like not go. And I'm not talking about go as in like, oh, it wants to, its lifespan needs to end and shit. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the literally of like stuff happening to the gaming industry overall. Nothing hasn't changed since the PlayStation 4 came out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I said before, the PlayStation 4 will only be remembered by remakes and reboots. The system is definitively remembered just for being a system that has remakes and reboots. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And PlayStation 5 is only known for, what, barely having games? And barely being in some home systems? Oh, it made this much money. And I don't have it. My friend doesn't have it. He doesn't have my roommate doesn't have it. My brother-in-law doesn't have it. I just named you like 4 or 5 people. Compared to what? You significantly? One? Come on, man. Come on. You gotta think of that too. Is anyone in your own family getting a PlayStation? Not me. If they are, they are. But it's not gonna be a lot of people. Stop acting like it's not. This is the PlayStation 5 is not the PS2. Sorry. Sorry. Everyone wanted the PS2. No one doesn't want the PS5. At least I don't. I don't fucking want it. I don't fucking want the PS5. Why the fuck do I want it? For crying out loud. There are some people that don't even want the PS5 just because Final Fantasy 16 caused the system to literally shut down or cause a flame or smoke. You think anyone's going to buy a system for that? Why will you buy a system that when you play a game, a specific game like Final Fantasy 16, and it does that? Why will you get a system like that? Did that happen to the PlayStation 4? Did that happen to the PS2, PS1, and PS3? Hello? Tell me. Tell me, because I'm telling you it, and you guys are not telling me. And I'm not talking to the hardcore fans. I'm talking to the bullshit motherfuckers here, because I know they don't comment. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Because they know that they're in the fucking goddamn wrong. I'm not saying you're a bad person. Stop acting like like I think you are that way. No, it's just that you have a mindset that is just idiotic. Not even idiotic. It's like it's to the point of like you want something to die mainly because it's not suitable to your needs. Mainly because if it doesn't suit your needs and no one doesn't like it, or everyone else is not the same way as you, then fuck everybody, basically, right? Because it's that type of shit that we're seeing right now. And that shit's dying off, and these people are panicking. And I mentioned that in a video because I had a dream about it. It's not, it's literally the next video down. Alright? Seriously. Alright, I gotta see that title video real quick because sometimes I forget my titles. Yeah, I do. I forget my titles of videos sometimes, man. Hey, man, when you make a lot of videos, when you make like, I made a lot of videos. I have like 1,000 plus videos in my channel. So, yeah, Final Fantasy 16, Square Enix. Hold on. Square Enix is doing PR. Plus, they know it failed. I mentioned it there. I mentioned it in that video, man. Right? If I didn't even mention in that video, I definitely mentioned. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I definitely mentioned in that video because I just was looking at the other one that's right under it, and I'm like, oh no, yeah, I definitely mentioned it there. All right, because there is a video that's being uploaded right now, and while processing, so it's probably in there too. So it's one of those two videos. I don't know what to call the other one because I haven't titled it yet because it's not done processing. So that's how I am sometimes. I don't think of the titles of my videos until like I upload them. So if you ever want to know the madness of my process of making YouTube videos. So, anyways. Um so overall, overall, overall the gaming industry is changing to the point for the better. Like I said, it could go to the worst. But since people are speaking up, people are, giving their concerns about how the gaming industry is. And they're speaking out, saying that please change. Don't do this shit and follow these people. They're making no money for you. You're making products for them that are making no money for you. And you suspect us to literally buy that. And we're like, no. Why are you making this shit? We don't care. We don't care. And for the some that play and like it, that's fine for you. But for majority of people looking at that shit, and they're like, no, fuck you. I'm over here. And I'm enjoying myself a lot more. I am. And if you enjoy yourself a lot more too, that's fine. But you can't change the fact that what's happening to the gaming industry. Don't be blinded by it. Because if that happens, you're gonna. I don't like what's. I feel sorry what's gonna happen to you, man. Because are you gonna concept of what's really happening to gaming? I mean, I've told myself this before. If it just goes to all cloud gaming, I'm just gonna stay to my retro stuff and some of the stuff I haven't beaten. No skin off my bones. And like I said, I'm making my own little video game. And if I don't if I don't do certain things and all that, like, remastered it on a good tool engine of a gaming engine, and I could just remaster and sell it. If I don't do that, then well, I can make other games on my RPG Maker Fez, and I could just be playing those. And I've mentioned that plenty of times. And I've always mentioned that. What stops me of making a game and not playing your shit, guys? Ask me that. It's 2023. What stops me from making my own video game and not playing your shit? What stops me from that? Nothing does. Nothing stops me from doing that. That's why I'm doing it. Okay? You guys gotta understand and understand this. Your developers are working so hard to the point that they're looking at you and they're like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth working for you guys anymore, man. I'm being my own shit. I'm being my own boss. I'm being my own guy that I can make games, man. I won't be surprised if like some game developers feel that way. Not gaming companies, but gaming developers are making these products and they're not seeing the results. Right? Because they're listening to these people's bullshit and sometimes they feel like no, we shouldn't. Remember the whole fiasco with what is it? What is it? What's the whole fiasco with fuck? What is it? Remember the whole fiasco with Naughty Dog and half of their team fucking left because of the whole thing that happened with Last of Us 2? Does anyone just forgot about that? Oh wait, that's right. These motherfuckers that are called the gamers, they're not. They're not true gamers. They're pieces of shit. They were like you to forget about that. Hell no. I haven't forgot about that. Why would I? That's the biggest shit that I've ever remembered in gaming. And I'm over here like, that's some stupid shit. It is it's some stupid crap. It shouldn't be that way. But for some reason it is. Alright? That's why I mentioned there's a lot of things that are going to change. Okay? It has to change. Okay? It has to change. It has to change. And like I said before, like, if these game developers all die off, who's going to rise from the ashes? Us. Us. The hardcore fans. The indies. Right? All of us will rise from the ashes from their mess. Alright? And guess what? All those motherfuckers that complain about Final Fantasy 16 not being successful and then crying about it and stuff like that and shit, all of that stuff, those type of people, they're gonna be bye-bye. They're gonna be bye-bye. We're not gonna market to those people. We're not. We're not gonna market to those people. We're gonna market to people that actually give a fuck. That actually care. That actually have the cojones to do something that gaming should do and change for the better. Alright? For crying out loud, man. Why are these game developers not pushing the envelope, man? For example, the whole like sex coffee type of shit, hot coffee. I know it was like, I know it should probably not be in the game and stuff like that, but that right there just told you the guy that did that was trying to push the mark of how far can you go for a video game console. And that's what we should be doing. And I'm not saying we should do stuff what Hot Coffee was doing, but I'm just saying we should push the envelope. See what we can get away with and see what cannot get away with. Okay? Seriously. Imagine a Looney Tunes, I know this came out of nowhere, but imagine a Looney Tunes game literally having a character that's from like the 40s and you play as Bosco, obviously, and he is a Negro child. He is. You can look it up. Literally. look that shit up. He is. Bosco from Looney Tunes? Yeah. That's that's Warner Brothers' very first Looney Tunes mascot. Bosco, baby. A carbon brother. But literally imagine them making a video game about that and then having that art style of the 30s and 40s cartoons, that stuff. I know it's controversial and stuff like that, but imagine there was a game like that pushing that envelope, but pushing it to the fact that have you ever seen the movie called Coonskin? It's like that. It's like they should push, like, in that movie they were pushing a narrative showing that art style, but when they were showing that art style, they were doing it in a way of like not making fun of the art style, but saying that it was basically a satire of itself, basically, and it was just showing what showing basically showing what could we not get away with, but like what's it called? You know when people do something basically that's kind of controversial, but they do it mainly because to ease the stereotype, basically. Not ease the stereotype to be like, oh, we should see it every day. No, no, no. Or it should be out there. No, no, I'm not talking about that. Ease the stereotype to the point that people can have the knowledge of that stereotype and how to not well, probably yeah, deal with it, but not just that, but also know the history behind it. You know, to be honest. And then you could use it as a story if you wanted to in a video game. You know, you don't have to do that. But that's just an example that I said, and it came from an idea on top of my head, and that's a Looney Tunes game. That's pretty that's pretty bending the envelope there, but then it's a Looney Tunes game with a message. It's not forcing anything down your throat or anything like that. Every video game has a message. It's just doing something simple that's not pushing a narrative or anything like that, and it's just doing something that and it's doing something that I don't even know how to say it, man. Because you know how there's some words that you can't just say sometimes, man. I don't know. I do know. I do. It's just I can't figure out the fucking goddamn words to say it because I know some people might look at what I just said and be like, that sounds fucked up. But hey, I don't think it isn't. The reason I say that is because there's a lot of things that go to that, but I'm not even going to say it because it's not that type of video. But overall, I'll say the history behind that goes beyond what people think that is a stereotype or think that it is just wrong. Because it was pushed that way, and that was the narrative, basically, and it still is that narrative. But obviously, when you see these Caucasians doing it and all that, that's why people always argue, being like, "Oh, how come a white person is voicing a black man?" Basically, I mean, do people care? I don't know. Me, sometimes it's just like whatever, you know. As long as he's not making I don't know. As long as he's respectful about it. What do you want me to say? You know, seriously. Oh, Afro Hispanic person. I'm all like, well, don't fuck it up. You know, seriously. That's really it. Look at remember that movie with Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man, and he wear blackface, and it was just that, and some people think, oh, that's fucked up and all that, because there was tons of people that were trying to cancel him for that. And I'm over here like nowadays in 2013, they were trying to 2013. Damn, am I back in 2013? What the fuck's wrong with me? Back in 2020, in here in 2023, they were trying to do something on back in 2022. They're trying to cancel him and stuff like that. And I'm over here like that's a satire. The reason he's like that is because we know it's wrong, we know it's fucked up, but they put it in a way that's actually kind of fucking hilarious. That's what I'm talking about when I was talking about that Bosco Looney Tunes type of video game that I mentioned. I'm not saying it's real or anything like that, but if anyone wants to push the narrative of gaming, they could have grabbed something like that and do it. Why not? You know? You know? But people probably want to. But if that ever came out, I know people would be like, "Oh, it's so racist and stuff like that." Oh, who knows? Maybe we would say it's actually progressive because everyone right now is saying that, "Oh, there's no color people in these games," and I get it. I get it. I get it. I do. I do get it, and I truly, truly get it because it is kind of true. It's been like that forever. But why we argue about it now, especially when I know what's happening to the planet? Oh, I don't know. It's funny that you want carbon people to be more represented in video games while the planet is changing to a spiritual form. I wonder why. And people think I'm a fucking goddamn idiot and shit like that. No, I can see through this shit, man. My own grandfather knows I'm a fucking goddamn psychic, man. Seriously. I tell things to my grandfather sometimes, and he's like, and then a few years later, he's like, "Oh, Giovanni, you got that." It wasn't once, it wasn't twice, multiple times. And my grandfather's smart. He's not going to be like, "Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame." Oh, hell no. You know, fool me once, shame on him. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know, it's like that. So he's like, "Oh shit," you know. That's just a little thing that I want to mention, not to roll my ego or anything like that. I just want to mention that because guys, I know this shit. Like I said, I'm not right all the time. I know when I don't know something, I do research and stuff like that. Okay, that's how I am. I've always been that way. And if I don't know right now, and if I can't find the right information, then I find out later. I've always been that way, and that's just how my life is. To be honest, I've been really grateful like that. You know, I never been like, I don't know, I just never been ungrateful like that. Like some people that I've seen on the internet, I'm just over here like, are you okay? Like sometimes they give me anxiety and fucking, you know. That's why I don't hang out with people sometimes, man. Seriously, man. That's why sometimes I'm not a people person. That's why I say that, you know. But it's just how I am, man. But that's not a bad thing. It's just how I am, you know. And it just reminds me sometimes. Yes, I know. It reminds me of how these gamers are, man. And again, going back, I'm tired of saying that. These are simps. That's what they are. They're simps. They're simps. Don't tell me they're not simps. They're simps. These people said that ha 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 Xbox, you're not getting Final Fantasy 16, and then 16 comes out and it gets an 88, and they complain about it. I thought an 88 score was good. Why are you complaining about it? And then you blame Xbox for not being successful, getting a 90 and up or some shit. Come on, the hypocrisy, the bullshit. You're not looking at that and being like, what's going on here? But no, you probably look at my videos and be like, who cares about him? And then I look at you and I'm all like, you're what's on with gaming right now. And I don't even tell you that. I don't go to people's channels and be like, you what's wrong with gaming? I don't say that. I just look anyone that comments down below and I just be like, you don't know shit, don't you? With the gaming shit. You don't know shit, don't you? I'm not even talking about life, I'm talking about just games. You know? These games, man. These games that we all know and love, that we all like were inspired to make stuff that we want to make so people can also get inspired by, it's going to continue. It is. Because like I said, no matter what happens with gaming, if these guys wake up, they wake up and we get good shit. If they fall, well, guess what? We rise from the ashes, baby, and we take their bullshit. I own Square Enix. I called it. Square Enix is mine. I called it. I called it. Square Enix is mine. I'll be the new CEO and I grab that shit. That shit's mine. Anyone wanna join me? I don't care. I need people with me anyways. Anyone wanna join? Seriously. Seriously. Anyone wants to be the president? I'm the CEO. Anyone wants to be the president? Seriously, come on, let's go. Seriously. You know? It's like, oh, I want to be an ambassador? Alright then, come on, let's go. Seriously. Let's do this shit. I'm dead serious. There's don't be surprised, video game companies, that there are people probably shooting in the nail, waiting for your demise so they can grab you and literally make it their own. Don't be surprised, all right? Because some of us are feeding for that, or like, can you like fall so I could just grab you to take the opportunity to just fucking make you better? It's like that. It's like that. It's come to that point. It's come to that point, in my opinion. I know it sounds crazy, but people are hungry. They are hungry to tell their story, man. They're hungry to tell a good narrative, to not even that, to tell good gameplay and fun gameplay. Even if it's not like gameplay that tells, with the story, it's just still fun gameplay, fun games in general, you know? And then getting your creativity out, you know? It's just, oh, great. You know? That's just me, man. That's just me as a gamer. You always want that for you always want that for a book and um for a movie. Creativity, fun. That's why I love the new Twisted Metal show. That's all I cared about the Twisted Metal show being. Just have fun. And that's what they did. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. That's all you needed to do. God forbid a show has fun. God forbid. Because Last of Us, look, if you like Last of Us show, that's fine. When I was watching it, I was just like, I get it. It's a moody. It is a moody show, game. It is a moody story, but there was some lighthearted moments still. And yeah, we got that from the show. But to be honest, it wasn't. that's why I was always worried about the Last of Us show, that it didn't have the impact as it was in the video game. And I mean, there was still some moments that had that impact, like Joel's daughter. That was good. That's why I was just like, okay, they got this. But then I started watching. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched some of it, and I was just like, are we okay? You know, are we good? I mean, you're not bad or terrible or anything. I'm just saying, calm down. I don't know. That's just how I felt with the Last of Us show. I'm just like, calm down. You're like, I feel like sometimes you were tooting your own horn a bit. I'm like, well, you're okay. You're good. We like you. I get it. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, it was like that. And it's even worse when was it? That's just me from what I've noticed. I could be looking that probably a little bit little differently, but when I watched a little bit of The Last of Us show, I just was just like, I'm with it, you know. Because when I did watch it, I was just like, can I just play the video game? Because with the Twisted Metal show, I never once said, hey, can I just play the video game? I never once said that. I never once said that. You know what I did said a couple of times? Just like the game. Just like the game. Oh, that character's in that game. That character's in that game. Oh, what's that in the background? Oh, it's that. That's cool. That's what I was doing. How come I wasn't doing that in the Last of Us show? Wouldn't it be cool in the Last of Us show there was a little plushie of Jack and Dexter, kind of like we've seen in the video games? Is that even there? Is that even in the TV show? Tell me. Tell me if it is. Because if it's not, well, that just tells me a lot right there, to be quite honest. That does tell me a lot. That should tell you a lot. That's just me. Most people are like, oh, you're looking in too deeply. But I'm like, but guys, you know why they put that there in the original video game. Because it was care and love, and they were paying homage to their classics. And also, it was also saying that in the Last of Us world, these games exist. And I love it. But the fact that, wouldn't it be cool if Joel's daughter was playing a PlayStation 2 game and it was actually Jack and Dexter? That'd be fucking cool! That would be dope! That would be fucking dope! I would have been like, okay, that's a nice reference. That's actually pretty cool. I like that, you know? That'd be cool. And then there could be something in the scene in Last of Us show that reminds you of from Uncharted. You know, yes, it's part of the video game Last of Us, but there'll be like a section that kind of reminds you of Uncharted, but you know it's Last of Us. You know, you just look at it and be like, that looks like something from Uncharted. I see what you're trying to do. I see. You know, it's like that. You know, so stuff like that, something that's fun, man. And not to say they weren't having fun with the show. It's just that sometimes you just gotta let out that. I'm not talking about, look, and I'm not talking about being that Marvel type of humor type shit. You guys know a whole bunch of times I've always said that I hate that shit. Every time they did something serious, there's always like a joke right after, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like seriously, I hated it that much because it took everything away from it. It did. It took everything away from it. It took everything away from it. And sometimes I laugh at it because I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? You took everything away from it. You took the emotion out of it. Now you made it funny to the point that I don't even fucking care. This character, nothing's gonna happen to this character. Because you made fun of the fact. You're fine. Shut the fuck up. Get up, bitch. Seriously. I'm dead serious. That's how I felt. I just don't like that shit, man. I don't. I really don't. I really don't like that shit. They did the same shit in Final Fantasy VII Remake, man, with Barret. Oh shit, they killed Barret off. No, get up. Then I'm over here like, no, you see, the reason Barret didn't die is because the original fans didn't want that. And I'm over here like, oh, so that's what the ghosts are? Which already saw that from a mile away anyways. And some people be like, oh, you're looking it in too deeply. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. Literally, you go over there and you enjoy whatever these non-fucking gamers think that their gamers are enjoying. I don't fucking know. Seriously. Literally. But, anything else I could talk about? Mainly because there's just so much stuff that is happening to the gaming industry that The thing is, there's some people in the gaming industry that told you that this shit was going to change, and none of you guys listen. Even I was hearing that shit, and I was just like, the reason I said that because the reason I reacted like that because when I heard it, I'm just like, should have changed a long time ago. Nothing didn't change during the PS4 era, like I said. It didn't. Nothing changed during the PS4 era, man. Nothing changed during the PS4 era, man. PS3, yes. PS2, PS1, yes. But nothing for the PS4. Nothing. You could disagree with me all you want. That is fine. But why? But why is the way gaming is right now? You can't blame us for it. You can't blame the hardcore fans. You can't play the casuals. You can't play anyone that's playing games sometimes casually. And I'm not talking about the casual people. I'm just talking about the casual gamer that will play games and and probably not have enough time to play games, but still will play games. It's like that. They'll the companies are, like I said, the companies are just catering to people that are stupid. I know I said this 1,000 times, but like, come on. Why do I even have to say it 1,000 times? I don't have to. I just know that the more shit like that happens, the more no one's not going to care for other people's shit. I guess that's it too, because I'm just repeating that shit as well. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. For real. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I know this video is long. It went way long, as I suspected, but I had to get all of that out. I probably had to get all of that out. This gaming industry is changing for the better, and if you think that it's not, I don't know what to tell you. Like I said before too, these companies can make it fucking terribly, terrible, 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 terrible with this new renaissance that's creeping up on us. All right, and if they don't take that advantage, we will. We will. Like, why wouldn't we take it over? What? We suspecting Google and Apple to take that shit over? No. Are you kidding me? I'm saying no. Because I'm being like, no, motherfucker, you stay in your lane. I'll stay in my lane, and we can have competition with each other. Because I'm not gonna let you swallow up this company, and we literally just have Apple and Google. No, I'm sorry. We're not gonna do that, boo boo. We're not fucking doing that, motherfucker. We're not doing that. We're definitely not doing that. Hell no. We're gonna have different gaming companies, not all in one smushed together. Hell no. Fuck off with that shit. Alright? Because don't be surprised if these motherfuckers want to do that. Hell no. Hell no. The reason I point that out is because there's some company people that would love to get their hands on a lot of stuff like that, so they can have a service for you to play that shit. Look at the shit with Nintendo stuff. Again, going back, why do you think Nintendo hates fucking retro games? They do. They hate retro games, but yet they're fucking remastering them. Fucking, again, hypocrite. Dumbass. Seriously. Fucking dumbass. What do you have to say to that? What do you need to say to that? Now, I can understand games like Live a Live that never came out in America and now is coming out with a new fresh coat of paint. That is fine. If a game that never came out in America is finally coming out, then let it come. More games, the better, in my opinion. And the reason I mentioned Live a Live is because I've been dying to play that game forever. And most people will be like, yeah, but you could have emulated it and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I know. Probably got the physical copy too. But I just rather wait it out until they release it. because I know eventually Square Enix will release it, and I know they were going to release it. The reason I know how they were going to release it is because look at the pattern with their games. They're not selling. So when I noticed that, I was just like, oh yeah, here they're going to fucking milk the whole library right now. And there's some few games that I want right now, you know? Seriously. That might sound bad for some people, but there are certain games that never come out in America that I want. So sorry, I'm just a gamer and I want to play those games. Seriously, I'm even thinking of getting the original Xbox just to play, you know, those Xbox games I grew up playing with my cousin. You know, some of those games that he had when we were kids, you know, we were young teens and stuff like that growing up. It was just really cool to play with each other. It really was. Even if it was like, even if it wasn't co-op, it was just nice to see him play. You know, it was just really cool. And I always loved the way the original Xbox looked with that whole black bitch and then the the whole black pitch of the system. And it has the X with the freaking green circle on it. And then every time you logged in, it was like, I was like, yo, that's cool. That is fucking dope, you know? That is really dope. It really is cool. I remember my cousin showing me how the Xbox 360 starts like that, and I'm like, yo, I wish they show that every time you turn on the system. He's like, yeah, it doesn't. I'm like, that's fucking cool. They should do that. What the hell, guys? You know, they probably didn't do it because the last two. I mean, it is a kind of a long intro for it. I mean, that's not too long, but I guess they thought it was too long, so they had to cut it out. I guess, right? But I thought it was pretty dope. Just saying. That's like cutting the whole freaking PlayStation 1 thing. But that's the whole point like that was that it was loading. You know? So I guess the Xbox didn't have to load as much, I guess. Well, Xbox 360. Sorry, I had to be specific. And which is fine. I mean, because around that time, loading times was not really a thing. It was still a thing, but not as much as it was during the 360 and PS3 era. Again, still load times, but not as much as it was during the PS3 and PS1 era when you're like, it's been 5 minutes. When's this shit gonna go? Seriously, thinking the game's broken and shit. Oh, ah. At that point, just tell me the game is corrupt. Like we see nowadays. Sorry, your disc is. I'm like, well, thank you at least. I don't know, man. There's just certain things sometimes that we see in modern games that was just like, thank you for that. Thank you. You know, there's just some things in new modern gaming that was just great sometimes. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Excuse me. I just burped, and I came from my mom's house eating, and I might just eat again because I'm getting a little bit hungry. I ate like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's like about to be 9. So there you go. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. And hopefully, not hopefully, I know that game is gonna be the best thing ever. It really is. Gaming is changing for like the most beautiful thing ever. And I guarantee you this: when gaming changes for the better, all those people that suck their dick of these companies, who knows? Maybe finally they will open their eyes and be like, "I was in the wrong. What the fuck was wrong with me? Holy fuck, I was fucking dumb. Oh man, I'm a grown ass fucking adult acting like this." You know, I hope they do. Because if they don't, and they have a wife or a husband, I'm saying this right now. If I acted that way, I wouldn't probably be with anybody. I'll say that right now. I'll probably want to be surrounded by my friends and family if I acted that way. Just saying. You know? I don't know. Like, it's just really, really concerning. It really is. The mental health on people, like, you know, and people question me. And I'm like, that's fine. At least you're questioning. But still, it's just like, you're not questioning those people? It's like, they're like, oh, they're innocent. I'm like, innocent? Do you see what they're doing? Yeah, they're innocent because they're not killing anybody. Well, except for the gaming industry. Just because they're wards. Yeah, it's true, man. Some people forget about words actually hurt people and kill people. And with that whole thing with the whole bully stuff, I don't. That's a different story for another day, anyways. But everyone should know that it's 2023. That's the thing that I hate about the internet right now. Ever since these, from what I've noticed, ever since these woke piece of shit SJWs, piece of shit and piece of shit shitty wannabe gamers came out, social media has been shit. YouTube has been more shit than has ever been before. There's some still good stuff, obviously. There's some great stuff still. But overall, you think YouTube is pushing that shit? Why would they? Why would they? YouTube doesn't give a fuck about that. They don't. YouTube does not give a fuck about creativity. You don't. If they gave a fuck about creativity, how come we can't edit our YouTube pages the way it used to be? Like, oh, I don't know, like MySpace. Remember MySpace? Remember with MySpace, you can edit your own profile and it actually, went with your theme of how you made it. Same thing with same thing with YouTube. I remember going to what is it? Some people's YouTube accounts and they had like a theme that fit with their YouTube persona or their YouTube account, and I'm just like, yo, man, that's really cool. I love that. That's really cool. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to join YouTube, so it could look really dope and cool. Obviously, I joined it too late because they changed it dramatically. Once they changed that, I was just like, this is bad. This is bad. I was actually getting disappointed when YouTube started doing that shit. I was just like, this is the beginning of the end. And that's what I was thinking. Literally, I was like, yep, that's it. YouTube's done. In the in the all scheme of things, when you look back, obviously we were all overreacting like that, but still, we're all like, damn, why? It brings a tear to your eye. It's like that. So, this was fun talking, reminiscing, and talking about stuff about gaming and how it should change for the better, literally, and how the industry is right now, and how some of these, how hardcore gamers should be addressing this. We should be addressing this. We should. We should. Because we've been around the ballpark for a while. And I know some people are gonna be like, oh, you're just nostalgia for a lot of shit. And we don't you don't you're so stuck behind the times, old man, basically, Can anyone say that right now to me? I am 30 years old. I guess someone can say that to me, huh? Huh. I never thought of that. I mean, my back does hurt. Ugh. I mean, I've been sitting in this chair in a while, so there is that. So, I guess someone can say that. But I'm just gonna be like, okay, whatever. Because you gotta look at these other games that you guys haven't played before. If you have played them, then I'm not talking to you guys. You guys care about retro game or care about enough about history of gaming where it came from. There's some people out here that talk shit about turn-based RPGs, and I'm all like, do you know where it came from? Yeah, it came from Japan. If you think turn-based RPGs and random battles only came from Japan, and it only came from Japan, and it started in Japan, you're a sad puppy. You're a sad puppy that doesn't know. That doesn't know. That doesn't know. Yeah, that just does not know. All right? Because people that play Dungeons and Dragons and Ultima know that, literally know that Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, yeah, they basically, Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest took their aspects because they were inspired by them. Japanese developers were. Seriously, man. Seriously. Seriously. They were inspired by them, as you should. Dungeons and Dragons was great. It was inspired by. It was also people was inspired by to make a computer based Dungeons and Dragons, and that was very famous. And people would look at that game as the first video game ever, not just right next to the whole pawn thing, but right there too. You know, Not even the original, and I'm not talking about pawn like this. No, I'm talking about when you literally tennis. That's what it was called. You had like a little router that was like this, and you went like that. That was tennis. That was tennis. That was the first video game ever. Then the other first video game ever was D&D, or the game of dungeons. That's is what D&D, the game of dungeons. That's what it's called. And ever since then, gaming has been the shit. To be honest, it's been good. It's been awesome. Um, what is it? D&D on the computer, Play-Doh was the first ever video game too to have a final boss. So there was that. And it was the very first video game that once you beat that boss, you had to leave that dungeon. Yeah, that's how it was back then. Once you beat a boss, oh, the game's not over, motherfucker. If you want to end the game, leave the area, you bitch. I'm like, what? You know, I played video games like that before. I played video games that I beat bosses and they were like, oh, you beat the boss, congratulations. I'm like, yeah. Do I get to leave the area? Like, is there a portal or something like that? Like in Final Fantasy or something like that? They're like, motherfucker, go back. And I'm like, but there's hard ass enemies and it took me a long ass to get here. And the map is like crazy. Well, that's your problem. That's the games I used to play back in the day. I can't think of one game that was like that, but there was some games I remember playing that were not. I think some Final Fantasy games were like that, but some RPG games I did play that I found out that were hard and probably never played again. Um, and I can't probably remember the names of them because I played so much RPG games, especially as a kid. I was just like trying them out and stuff like that. Because there was a time where I had like Game Boy games, and I was just like trying them out and everything like that. I was in people's houses and stuff like that. Just I was doing a lot of stuff like that. So really, because I just loved the original Game Boy, love that shit to death, and I love the Game Boy Advance. And I love just gaming stuff in general. I think I played something like that on maybe on the Game Boy or on the PSP, maybe on the DS, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All you know is that I did play games like that. There's most likely still games like that too. But hey, I bet you anything people will talk shit about those games, right? They're like, oh, it's so hard. Yeah, it's supposed to be. Did you know that the original Dungeons and Dragons? Well, did you know the original RPG game, the first ever RPG game, which was the game that I mentioned? Did you know in that game, if you try to cheat, they put you all the way to the bottom of the first level of the dungeon. Meaning that if you try to level grind from going to a door, then coming out, then coming in, and then coming out, guess what? Once you go back into that door, something breaks, you fall in, and now you're in the first level of the dungeon again. Why they programmed that is because they didn't want you to do that. They didn't want you to do that. They didn't want you to grind. They want you to kill these enemies and then move forward. But in a way, you were still grinding. But they didn't want you to cheat grind, basically. You know? Because back then, in the developer's opinion, that was cheating back then. And those developers, I don't know if they're still alive now, but at the time, from the interview that I saw, they kind of still feel that to this day. At least one of them, they still kind of feel that to this day. They were like, "Why is it like that? Like, we just thought of And then they thought of like a portal system too. So when you really think about it too, the first RPG game also had sci-fi because they couldn't think of having stairs, so all they put was like a teleporter, and it just went up to another flight of stairs, basically. So it's kind of funny how they kind of did that. The imagination of being creativity with the whole first RPG video game. It's really cool. And that is really cool. That's a little something that if you don't know, I just wanted to tell you guys because I thought it was really, really fascinating. Just really fascinating. Really, really fascinating. Just because the first RPG game ever most likely is hard as fuck. Because why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? And the reason I mentioned the whole dragon stuff and the whole door thing too is because if that game came out today, like these these wannabe gamers would complain about it, saying it's too hard, you need to fix this and that and this and that. And I guarantee you that the developers will be like, we're not fixing that. It's supposed to be that way. We did that to make sure you don't cheat the game. you know. So there's that. You know. So how do you feel about that, guys? How do you feel about the first game doing that? When I first heard it, I was just like, that sounds like a bitch, but I can see why you did that, you know. Because if I was playing the game and that happened to me, I would have been like, yeah, I'm playing this game tomorrow. I would have been like that. But hey, at least I would say I'll play it again. You know. So all right, guys, I think that's it. I'll see you guys later. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Um, no, again, uh, for retro, you know, for real. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I know I went for like an hour and all that, and I know some of my YouTubers, some of my subscribers do not mind that, and I know you guys don't mind that. Some of you guys don't mind going for 50 hours long of talking. You guys don't even mind that at all, and I love you for that. I do. I just wish I did have a lot of things to say for 50 hours, you know, because sometimes I don't want to sound boring, you know, or just tired, you know. Because when you make an hour video like I did, I'm already feeling tired. So imagine 50 hours of it. I'd be like, yo, shit. I'd be sleeping. I'll be fucking sleeping. Obviously, I mean, you could do a video like that. There just probably have to be like chunks, and then you have to upload them. I mean, upload them all not at the same time, but put them together and upload it. You know, so which would probably take forever to put together, and then take forever to upload. YouTube, you fucking YouTube. But it does depend how much the internet connection is, because I just recently uploaded a video not that long ago. Obviously, the videos that are recent, and that shit went like that, and I'm like, how long is this video again? Oh, it's 20 something minutes. Back then, this shit was like, you know, now it's just like, and I'm like, thanks. That came in handy quick, you know? So, yeah, obviously you can tell I'm not used to fast internet. I've always been that way. I never really had fast internet, but I do now. So, all compliments to my roommate, which is my friend. I've been knowing him since I was like literally 12 years old. So, but yeah, that's it. That's it. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, like I said again. And if you ever, how do you feel about some of the stuff I said about gaming? You know, do you think I'm probably looking at it too deeply, or do you feel like, hey, I see what you're saying. Am I exaggerating? I don't think I am. But hey, if you feel like I am exaggerating, then that's fine. You know, hey man, that's just hold on. You know, that's just your opinion, man. If you know that reference, you deserve a cookie, a dude cookie. So if you know that reference too, you deserve a double cookie. So, but yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys. And also, tell me what you guys think about some of the stuff I said with of the history of RPGs. I know I mentioned a little bit. It was mostly about gaming, obviously, but I just mentioned a little bit RPG there because people need to know this shit. I recently found this out not that long ago, and I was just like, I kind of figured Dungeon. I mean, because I knew Dungeons and Dragons inspired. I mean, because I knew Final Fantasy was inspired by Dungeons and Dragons, so I was just like, okay, so everything you see in Final Fantasy One and Dragon Quest One also is from D&D and Ultima. So I didn't really think about it like that all that much, you know. So if it was, so when people told, so when I found out they did have random battles and stuff like that, I was just like, oh yeah, you know, that kind of makes sense, you know, from the games that we played, you know. So it did. It just made sense, and it came, or you know, a full circle. Because back then, if you wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons, motherfucker, get a paper and a pen, bitch. Oh man, oh, so much far how we come with games, and that's still like that to this day with D&D, which is pretty cool. Maybe one day I could play a D&D game with somebody. Seriously, I know that's a commitment because you need to stay with them. You really do. You need to stay with the group and stuff like that. It's kind of like a group effort type of thing, from what I've researched and stuff like that. And hey, and if you ever watched Stranger Things, I think you can get a grasp of Dungeons and Dragons and how it plays and how it lasts for the players, you know. So that's just me. If you watch Stranger Things, so and Stranger Things is great when they do the whole Dungeons and Dragons thing. You could tell the people that made the show were fans of D&D, and I was and that's why I love Stranger Things because when I was watching it, I was just like, yo, this is a Final Fantasy game, a Dragon Quest game, literally, and I'm all in for it. Let's go. Let's watch this shit. Hell yeah, you know. A live action Final Fantasy game or Dragon Quest game. It's just modern up. Or should I say a modern Earthbound game? I see you guys and be safe. I literally, yeah, if someone told me that, hey, Stranger Things is like Earthbound, I wouldn't, to be honest, I wouldn't hate you for actually kind of thinking of that. Oh, like trying to have fun with it and putting two to two together. I know how some people are, you know, they'd be like, oh, fuck you. But as a fun thing, I can see that. You know, you can put things and all that and have fun with it. But like, oh, he's this character and this character or something like that. You know, just have fun. Come on, guys. You know, like the internet, apparently fun is bad. And being tortured and being depressed is great. Don't talk to me if you feel that way, to be honest.